Okay, so this question was asked in the video where I posited the question, are we the gods of the entities that we dream? So if we are essentially creating them as we dream, then what would happen to them once we wake up? When I read this question, I immediately thought of thought forms. Now, thought forms are psychic intelligence actualized into our reality by an individual or collective's concentration of thought or psychic energy. Now, whether or not these entities already exist in another dimension or server and are actually energetic parasites harnessing the mind's ability to materialize is another conversation. But for the sake of this discussion, let's just say that they are creations of the mind brought to life. So let's start with egregores. Egregores are defined as non-physical entities that arise from the collective thoughts of a group of people. Historically, they were first mentioned in the Book of Enoch. These were angelic beings or watchers brought forth by specific rituals, and they were said to have formed a symbiotic relationship with those who summoned them. Next, we have what is called magical servitors. Servitors are entities that are created by magic practitioners in the occult. Once actualized, they are said to operate autonomously from the magician's consciousness, appearing to be an independently existing being. Last on the list are tulpas, initially described in the Tibetan Book of the Dead. They are magical formations generated by a powerful concentration of thought. A modern definition of a tulpa is an intelligent companion imagined into existence. There is a Reddit forum on tulpas, r/tulpa, as well as a How Stuff Works article written on them as well. Now, they have been known to attempt to free themselves from their maker's control once they have been, quote, endowed with enough vitality to become real, leading to some mischief and their inevitable destruction by their creators. So all of these describe psychic intelligence of a non-human nature, sentient beings that have been actualized into existence by the power of the mind. Even amongst UFO circles, there are some who believe that UAPs might be a psychic manifestation brought about by our collective belief in their existence. But once again, whether or not these entities exist independently in some alternate dimension and are harnessing our psychic abilities in order to actualize themselves into our reality, it seems that, if you believe in these occurrences, whether or not these entities in your dreams are pre-existing sentient psychic intelligences or manifestations of your mind, it does appear that they can continue to exist independently of their creators, assuming that you are in fact their creators and you're not actually interacting with entities in an alternate dimension. And as for why do we forget large amounts of our dream upon waking, I imagine it's a function of this reality. If I had to guess, I would say that a lot of these dreams might affect the immersive experience of our simulated reality, but I think the information is still retained by our subconscious mind.